suck already. What's going on, everybody? How are you tonight? A little bit better, please. How is everybody doing? It's Valentine's Day weekend. My name is Matt from 96.5 The Fox. I will be your host for this evening. You can also hear me every weekday from 2 until 7 on 96.5 The Fox and online, 965thefox.com. Once the show is over, apparently I'm doing go-go dancing. I don't know what the fuck these things are. I've never seen these on stage before. This is so exciting. Last time there was a red carpet for me to walk out on, so... Oh, it's Becky's birthday. Blonde to my left. Happy birthday, Becky. Your friends put a poorly written note on stage. Somebody has very good handwriting. Congratulations. So if you've been to stand-up comedy at Dakota Stage before, you know the rules of what I'm about to tell you. If you have not, these will be new to you, but please pay attention. First and foremost, cell phones. Please make sure they are turned off right now. Vibrate, silent. I realize this might be mom and dad's night out and you've got a babysitter. I don't want your... Oh, is it you? You got a babysitter? That's adorable. We don't want your phone going off during the show. God forbid something terrible happens to your child. Please don't answer the phone in the theater. Go outside. Second, and this is new, please don't text during the show. If you're gonna text during the show, just go outside. It's super annoying to look out in the crowd and see people's faces illuminated while they're trying to watch the show. So cell phones, set them to silent, put them on vibrate. I don't give a shit what you do. Just make sure they're not making noise, all right? Second, there is beer, there is wine out of the lobby. Now, normally Valentine's Day weekend, it's a sold-out house, right? There's 170-some people in here. The beer's gonna go pretty quick. So, keep in mind that it is out there. Feel free to get up and go get it while you can, before it's gone. Thanks to Peacock Alley for making that available to us. Second, check out DakotaStageLTD.com. That is where you go to find out about all the great events coming to Dakota Stage. More comedy, more shows, and apparently go-go dancers. I'm not entirely sure what that's all about. So, again, I assume with it being Valentine's Day weekend, we've got a lot of couples here tonight. Is that correct? You guys need to be much quicker on the uptake, all right? So if I say something, fucking respond. Jesus Christ. I'm only up here for like 10 minutes. These guys have got a lot more to do, so act like you want to be here, all right? This will be my third or fourth straight Valentine's Day single, which I realize is a little bit of a bummer, but you know what the other 364 days of the year are? Fucking awesome. Because I get to do whatever the hell I want, whenever I want. It's the greatest thing in the world. This Sunday, I don't have anything to do. So if I decide to not shower, not put on pants, and not leave my goddamn apartment, there isn't a single person in the world who will judge me. It'll be the best day in my life for 364 more days until Valentine's Day comes back around. So, if you're married, I mean, I feel sorry for you, that kind of sucks. Plus, I don't have to worry about my hand cheating on me, which I guess is a good thing, I think. I've tried relationships recently, but they were always long-distance relationships, but I know this sounds probably pretty stupid. My mom actually questioned me about it. She said, Matt, why do you keep dating girls 1,000 miles away? And it didn't take me any minute or second to think. I just said, because I don't have to see them every day. Which is a terrible thing to say immediately after that question is asked, but it's also 100% the goddamn truth. Long-distance relationships are great because you have that person on the other end of the phone. If you have a good day, you have a bad day, you have somebody to talk to, but you don't actually have to physically see them, ever. Plus, they come and visit for 3 or 4 days, you have sex, you go on dates, and you ship them packing, and they're gone for another 2 years. It's amazing. Long-distance relationships are the way to go until she starts sleeping with other men. It's not that much fun after that. So once I got cheated on, which really did happen, so if you want to feel bad for me, now's the time to do it. Thank you. I like you. You're fun. I did the complete opposite thing of long distance. I dated a girl in my apartment building. And I'm not talking like same complex. She lives in a building across the street. Like one door over and down, this chick lived. Less than 20 feet away from me at all times, which is really the complete opposite of long-distance relationships. It's like dating Big Brother. Like, she's always there. If Big Brother is a attractive 20-year-old college volleyball player, which I hope that it is, that was this chick. She knew where I was at all times. Her apartment overlooked the parking lot. So if she wanted to know where I was, look out her window, she sees my car, she knows I'm home. So I had to become a master at excuses. I work in radio. It's not the busiest job in the world. I kind of dick around all day long. So I told her, as often as possible, that I was super busy and I couldn't see her, which is a total goddamn lie. So it was awesome to have that girl live 20 feet away. When I wanted to see her, I could walk down and see her. She could see me. It was great. Until that one fateful evening where it all went awry. I woke up one Saturday afternoon deathly ill. I don't know if it was a bad hangover. It probably was. It could have been bad food. I don't know, but I was vomiting and shitting and everything you could imagine. It was the worst day of my life. You know who you don't want to see when you're vomiting and shitting all day? The girl you're sleeping with. You know what's difficult to do? When she lives 20 feet away. So luckily she had plans that day to go out with her friends, which is great. She came to visit me. I said, hey, please don't bother me when you get back. When you get home from being out, don't come up here. Don't come to say hi. I don't want to see you. I don't feel good. I want to be left alone. And I thought maybe that would work. Do you think it worked? I wouldn't be telling you this if it did. So at about 11 o'clock at night, there's a knock on my door. And there she is. The booze hasn't officially kicked in yet, I don't think, because she's very cordial. She's very nice. I say, hey, still don't feel good. Still don't want to be bothered. Please leave. Got it? She leaves. I'm thinking, okay, maybe I got out of this. Maybe this is going to work in my favor. Do you think it worked in my favor? Sure did. About another hour later, I hear this. A little bit lighter, a little bit softer. I look through the peephole, and I see her standing there, staring at the floor. I'm like, all right, here we go. This is what I'm going to have to deal with. So I open the door, and she's standing there, pantsless. Wait. I'm not talking she's got a shirt on and underwear. I'm talking she's got a shirt on that doesn't cover the bottom half that's completely naked in the hallway of my apartment. Since I was 16 years old, I've wanted this to happen. This has been a dream of mine since I was 16, and wouldn't you know it, it fucking happens the day I'm barfing my brains out. So I let her in because obviously I'm in a high traffic apartment building. I don't want people walking by and seeing this girl's business. So I allow her into my apartment, and she gets down on all fours on my living room floor. Keep in mind, she's not wearing pants. Try to paint a visual picture here. She gets down on the ground and starts saying the worst possible sexual things you can imagine. Things that you really want girls to say, but you never expect them to say. That's what she's saying. I don't want to do this. Me. This guy right here, who probably isn't getting laid that often, have you seen me? It's not happening. I'm going to turn this down. So I start using every excuse I've ever been given to tell her no. I don't feel good. I've got a headache. I'm tired. I'm on my period. Whatever reason that girls have told me they don't want to sleep with me, I use on her. As I rattle these off, she passed out. In the same position she was in, head down, ass up, drooling on my floor. As funny as this is, it's not funny to me because I want to go to sleep. So I put shorts on her. I don't know if you've tried to dress someone else that's drunk. It's awful. Dressing yourself is bad enough. Try dressing a girl who can barely stand or walk or function. It's miserable. So I get shorts on her, and I try to go to sleep. And once again, the story continues. She woke up about a half an hour later, screaming. Listen. I've been blackout drunk before. I've woken up in places I don't remember and I don't know. It happens. I get it. She woke up and was convinced that I was in her apartment. I don't know if you've seen a guy's apartment and a girl's apartment. They're very, very different. It's pretty obvious that she's not in her own place. I let it happen. If that was the worst thing that happened that night, me getting yelled at for being in the wrong apartment, which I wasn't, that'd be fine. When she woke up, she also pissed herself. Yeah, right? Lake neighbor in the middle of my living room floor at 3 in the morning was not fun. Not only that, but then she tried to turn it on me and blame me for doing it. Like she thought that I spilled water and she happened to sit in it, though she had never gotten up in the first place. It's at this point that I decide this night needs to fucking end. So, look at me, I'm not that strong. I hoisted this girl up and I walked her ass back to her apartment. Got her inside, said, okay, this is it. Hopefully this is over with. She'll go to sleep. We'll never speak of this again. And for about 15 hours, that's how it went until she sent me a text, which could be the greatest way to end this entire story. The text said, I was a mess last night. I'm so glad I didn't see you. Right? She had no recollection of coming to my apartment without pants on, falling asleep, passed out, pissing herself, and then getting jarred back awake and me walking her downstairs. Sooner or later, she's going to find a pair of pissed-on shorts that I gave her. She's going to need to connect some dots. So I just said, funny story, you did see me. You've got my shorts. I'm gonna need those back. So, a few hours later, she comes back to my apartment. I tell her the story. She gives the whole, God, I'm so embarrassed. I'll understand if you don't speak to me ever again. Now realize that there's not a lot of girls lining up to sleep with me, so if I gotta deal with a little bit of piss from time to time, kind of okay with it at this point. What's even better, I texted her and told her I was gonna tell that story on stage, and what she said was, and I'm quoting here, I just wish I would have wore underwear. It sounds like I'm a whore. So if you ever find this girl, feel free to call her a whore. Once again, my name is Matt Bingham. I will be your host for this evening. Tommy Thompson is here tonight, everybody. A little bit louder for Tommy. Your first comedian. This is his, I believe, third time on stage at Dakota Stage. You may have recently seen him on Fox TV's Last. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the very funny Randy Ankarlo.